morning, children. Today we are going into the next part of our lesson. What did we learn in the last class? Yes, we learned about acids, isn't it? And then what did we learn more? We learned how to make a litmus paper, that is hibiscus paper. And we also learned what is an acid, the basic two properties of acids we learned. And also we learned how to produce hydrogen. So how is hydrogen produced? When an acid reacts with a metal, through that reaction a gas is produced, and that gas is hydrogen. And how do we know it is hydrogen? It burns with the pop. Now today we are going to do another little experiment with some other substance, that is not a metal. Along with an acid, we are going to use some other metal and going to see whether any other reaction takes place like how hydrogen was produced. So for that, teacher has got again hydrochloric acid with me. In the text it is given sulfuric acid. That is a very dangerous acid to store at home. That is why I did not get that. I am going to use with hydrochloric acid, and along with hydrochloric acid I am going to use an eggshell. You know what is this? This is an eggshell. So what is the content of the eggshell? You know what is this, isn't it? This is a piece of chalk. This is eggshell, and for the flooring we put marble, isn't it? What is the content of all these things? Do you know? You don't know, isn't it? All these things, that is the eggshell, the chalk, marble pieces, etc. contains calcium carbonate. Even in our bones we know, in our body we have calcium, isn't it? So all these things are made up of calcium carbonate. So here we are going to find out a reaction between an acid and a carbonate. So what is the content of this eggshell? Calcium carbonate. So carbonate is there in this. So when carbonate and an acid reacts, what happens? That is what we are going to learn today. So for that I am just crushing this eggshell and putting a little bit of eggshell into the test tube here. And in the same way, like how I took hydrochloric acid that day, the same way with the syringe, I am going to take out the hydrochloric acid. So we can see here also, that is when hydrochloric acid and eggshell is mixed here. Here also you can see that some bubbles are coming. So some reaction is taking place there. Okay. Reaction is taking place. Now to know that reaction, what am I going to do? We will hold it for some time, and I am going to bring a burning splinter, a burning matchstick near to that. How we did hydrogen, same way I am going to bring this matchstick near to that. What happened to the matchstick here? Once again teacher will show. what happened to the matchstick? It is put off. No sound came. It did not burn. It just put off. Isn't it? So what is the gas which helps out to put off fire? Do you know? What is the gas which helps out to put off fire or extinguish fire? Yes, what is that gas? That is carbon dioxide. We know carbon dioxide helps to put off burning fire or extinguishes burning fire. So what is actually if a place, a building gets fire, what do we do there? Do we keep on putting water? No, we use a fire extinguisher. Isn't it? This is a fire extinguisher. The picture you can see here. So what is there in the fire extinguisher? Yes, same thing. Carbon dioxide is filled in that. So what happens when the fire is burning? If you open the fire extinguisher and press it, the carbon dioxide will come out and put off the fire. So these things you can see in the petrol bunks and big buildings, and where there is a chance of big fire to happen, you have seen fire extinguishers. Even in schools we have fire extinguishers. So what gas is present in that? Yes, carbon dioxide is the gas which is present inside the fire extinguisher. So how did we prepare carbon dioxide? What was that reaction? Yes, when an acid reacts with a carbonate, carbon dioxide is produced. So an acid reacts with carbonate, carbon dioxide is produced. So instead of eggshell, if you take chalk powder, also the same thing will happen. Okay. Now, so baking soda. Baking soda is also sodium bicarbonate. What is baking soda? Apakaram, isn't it? We use this baking soda for putting in the curries and making cakes and all that. So this is baking soda. This is sodium bicarbonate. The chemical name of this is sodium bicarbonate. So this is also a carbonate. So if you put this also, the same reaction will happen. So here we understood that when an acid reacts with a carbonate, carbon dioxide is prepared. And when an acid reacts with a metal, what happens? Hydrogen is evolved. An acid reacts with a carbonate, carbon dioxide is evolved. Hydrogen burns with the pop, isn't it? And carbon dioxide helps to extinguish. It is a gas which extinguishes fire. Now, you have to do a little activity at home. Teacher is not going to show that activity here. I will just explain how it is. There is a bottle here. So, which is the acid which is available in your home? Yes, vinegar. So, you have to take vinegar. This experiment is there in your textbook. You have to take vinegar. After that, take a small bottle like this. I did not get a straw. If you have a straw, you have to insert a hole like this and insert a straw. I just took a empty pen refill and then heat it and fold it like this so that it becomes like a straw. Make a small hole and tie a thread like this. And at the end of the thread, what you have to do is take a piece of cloth and put little sodium bicarbonate. It will be there in your home kitchen, appakaram, what you call. Take a tablespoon of that, put it in this, tie it onto this thread and push it inside. Put vinegar, push it inside the bottle, close it tightly. And what have you to do there? You have to make a fire extinguisher. I am not showing this experiment because you have to do it and show. So you have to shake it. When you shake, what will happen? This acid will touch the sodium bicarbonate and what will be produced? Carbon dioxide will be produced. And if you burn a candle or a matchstick, try to put off that fire using this. Okay. So this experiment you have to go outside and do. Don't do from inside the house. Burn a matchstick and bring it close to that and see whether the fire is putting off. So this is a fire extinguisher which you can make from home. You have to do this experiment and send me the photo. So this is for you to do. Now I hope you have done that experiment. There is another small magic which is given in your textbook already. For that, what are we to do? You have to take a glass of vinegar and put an egg into it. Okay, there you can see, after, if you keep for some time, that is, I cannot show you such a long time, this you can do from home. That is, we know that vinegar is an acid and the shell in the egg is a carbonate. So what happens here? What evolves? Yes, carbon dioxide evolves. So here you will be able to see, when you put the egg and keep it for a long time, after some time the egg will rise up to the end, up to the top, and after some time again it will sink down, and then again it will come up, and again it will go down. So this experiment I cannot show you for a long time. Please try it out at home. So why is that happening? The egg is going up and coming down. That is the reaction. Here you can see there are a lot of bubbles being formed on the egg. So what is that bubble? That is carbon dioxide. So when the egg gets filled with carbon dioxide, it comes up and releases the carbon dioxide into the air. Once the carbon dioxide goes out, again it goes down. And when it is filled with carbon dioxide, again it comes up. So that is the magic you will be able to see. So teacher is keeping it here during the class. If you can watch, you can, when it comes up, I will show you once again. Now, in the previous class, we learned about blue litmus paper, isn't it? And blue hibiscus paper. And when I was taking class, I also told you how you can change a blue hibiscus paper into a red hibiscus paper. How can we change it? Yes, if you rub the blue hibiscus paper with a little bit of lime, you can get red hibiscus paper like this. So this is blue hibiscus paper and this is red hibiscus paper. Now, why do we need a red hibiscus paper? For that, again, I am going to keep certain things here. Before that, teacher will show you this once again. See, now the egg has come on top. Okay, after some time, the egg will go down. So this experiment you have to surely do from home. So to do the red hibiscus test, again we need a few things. So those are the things here. The first one here is soap water, washing soap I have mixed in water. This is clear ash, that is I burnt paper and the ash which you get that I have mixed in water. So this is clear ash water. Then this is lime. What is that? Quick lime, what you call. Chunnambu, what you use for the pan masala, all those things. So that I have mixed in this water. So this is quick lime water. I hope it is very clear for you. So I have three things here. The day we saw that we took many other things and some of the things turned the blue litmus into red. Now today we have red litmus. Okay. So we are going to do the experiment using these things, and along with that I have one more thing here. This is sodium hydroxide or caustic soda. All this is used in the toilet cleaning materials. So here I have caustic soda too, that I am going to mix in little bit of water here. This caustic soda we had used last year for the protein test. I hope you remember that. So this also I am keeping it to dissolve. Let it dissolve on its own. So this is caustic soda solution. This is clear ash water. This is soap water. And this is lime water. Now we are going to dip the red hibiscus paper into these things. Yes. So the caustic soda, what happened here? Yes, you can see that it has changed into blue color, isn't it? This also. So here also you can see the lime water, it has changed into blue. Soap water, it has changed into blue. And potash also light, because very light potash. Potash also it has changed into. So all these four solutions are having a common property we saw here. Isn't it? What is that property? It has the ability to change red litmus into blue. So here again I am taking red litmus paper, dipping. Here you saw it changed into blue in soap water, it changed into blue, and in lime water also it's changed into blue. So here you saw a particular property, isn't it? In all these liquids, we were able to see that these liquids are changing the red litmus into blue, or the red hibiscus paper into blue color. Okay, into blue color. So all these have got a common property, isn't it? What is it? It is changing the red litmus into blue. And if you taste, these things will be bitter to taste. So what and all we know, it is bitter. So it will be bitter to taste, and it is slimy. Slimy means soapy feeling. Now these type of materials, substances which can change the red litmus into blue, and they are bitter to taste and they are slimy, such substances are called as an alkali. Earlier we learned what is an acid. Here we are learning what is an alkali. So two things we learned, isn't it? One is an acid. So what is the property of an acid? An acid can change blue litmus into red. Then it is sour to taste, and the reaction with the metal and a carbonate, we know when it reacts with the metal, it produces hydrogen. When it reacts with the carbonate, it produces carbon dioxide. Now here we are learning about an alkali. Here alkali is bitter to taste, it is slimy, and it can change red litmus to blue. So this is the experiment activity for today. We have learned what a new substance, that is alkali. Now you have to do a little small project for this week. So what is that project? Here to make a hibiscus paper, we used hibiscus shoe flower, isn't it? In the same way, you have to take other materials what are available. Which are the other materials? It is given in the textbook already. What are we to do? Look at these. Turmeric, mango leaf, rose, carrot, beetroot. Like that, any turmeric powder or red chili powder, any other thing which you feel you can make a paper. Take it, rub it on white paper, dry it in the sun, and make indicators like this and keep it with you. Okay, these are indicators. I hope you have made hibiscus strips like this. So you have red hibiscus and blue hibiscus. So in the same way, mango leaf paper, rose paper, beetroot paper, carrot paper, turmeric paper, all these things you have to make and keep. And you have to do a very small project. I am not going to show that experiment here. What is that project? In your textbook, again here you can see a table given there. So you have to write down the names of the paper which you have prepared. That is the name of the indicator, the substance. So you give mango leaf or turmeric paper. Name of the substance, and take an acid and take an alkali. So acid, you can take vinegar or lime juice, isn't it? Alkali, you can take washing soap water, because that is an alkali. Or you can take, if you have lime water, that is a chunambu at home, quick lime, take that, mix it in a glass and keep 2 glasses there. Dip this paper into both the solutions. Okay, both the substances you have to dip and find out the color change and complete the table which is given in your textbook. So that is what you have to do That is a project and everybody have to do and submit it. And also along with that, write the experiment what teacher conducted today. In the experiment, write your experiment note in the notebook and what is an alkali. So that is the work you have to do this week. Thank you, children.